Hey guys, Mr. Asiatic here with the m&p 9 mm. I'm gonna do a quick, uh, a basic. I'm not gonna get it too in depth, but if you guys see my Sigma video, you guys kind of know how to go. I'm just gonna do the basic field strip. I'm not gonna get into the trigger assembly and all that, but this is just after going to the range for a day, breaking it down, bam, bam, bam. I got about 100 rounds, about 250 rounds through this one so far, something like that. Don't quote me on it, but so I gotta clean her up. So the first thing you would do is drop the mag and drop the mag, and then open it up. Make sure it's unloaded. This is gonna be kind of a long video, guys, so bear with me here. So we're gonna get into the breaking down of the M&P compact here. Camera down here. So like I said, always make sure it's unloaded first. Um, and you want to take your tool out, turn it clockwise. Bear with me, guys, because I'm kind of new to this gun. So then you want to rack the slide back, hold it out. Want to get that little metal part in there. If you can see the little thing, little metal part in here, it's like in, so you want to take your little tool and pull it out. Then you want to pull this down like that. Now you want to hold it as well because it will come apart. It will snap back like that. So what I do is kind of hold it like this, where I can slide and go forward. Now here's your slide, the inside of it. You want to take your spring out. Keep in mind, this is just a quick cleaning. I'm gonna probably do a half-ass job with it because I don't want to take up way too much of you guys' time. So this is just, basics. So you want to take your barrel, your spring out here. Let's see if you guys can see it. And after about 2,000 rounds, I usually take out the striker spring and all that and do a little thorough clean through here, and then I'll take the trigger assembly out and brush it out and make sure it's clean. But I'm not gonna do that because it's a brand new weapon, and I just put a couple hundred rounds through there, so we will keep it at that. So let me tell you the things that I use to clean my weapons. I got bashed for using the Q-tips. The Q-tips probably weren't the best thing to use just because the material that comes off them, they can get stuck in your gun. But if that's all it takes for your gun to jam, guys, then you guys seriously have a problem. But I usually actually burnt the tips off, or not burnt the tips, but like kind of ran a lighter, just got the loose ends for the most part. So but actually what I picked up, which I prefer, I still use Q-tips for those small, hard to get areas. Uh, but for the most part, I picked up some of these Winchester cotton patches, 200. Cut them out. Got your little diameters here. Shotgun, you want to cut it this much, and 30 to 45 cal, you cut it this much, so on and so forth. And cheapest way to do it would actually just be an old pair of boxers or old T-shirts, same thing. But I chose to do it here. My Winchester clean kit, I got it all in baggies. I need to probably purchase a new one here soon because they're all dismantled and I lose parts. Don't put it back. I'm famous for that. And the oil I use and the lubricant is this break-free CLP you can get at Walmart. Comes with a little straw tip. It's cleaner, lubricant, and preservative. It's good stuff. I like this. Also, what I use is Windex. The ammonia in Windex really takes out all that grime, and I got that from a certified gunsmith that actually told me about that. So don't rip me about that either, guys, because I got ripped for that by some idiot that said it wasn't good for your gun and whatever. If Windex is all it takes to ruin your gun, like I said, guys, you guys really need to seriously consider what you guys buy. I actually have the whole refill bottle here because we usually refill them, but I had no idea, so I just threw the bottle away. So Christian screws up again, I guess, huh? So, like I said, guys, I'm just going to do a half-ass job here, and I'm just going to hit it back up when I'm done, because I don't want to take up, I don't want you guys to literally sitting there watching. And frankly, for this video, I'm not going to even bother editing it. So, let's get to it. Oh, one more thing I do use too is a can of air, guys. You gotta use the can of air. That gets you know, sometimes you get little particles. You just shake it off. So let's get started. What I usually do is, now that it's kind of hard to do this now because I do not have the spray bottle. So I'm just gonna put a tad bit of this Windex on there, tad bit on there, tad bit on there, and we'll hit this first. So what I'll use is, since I don't have a 12 gauge, I'll use something like this. Actually, what I'll use is a brush. I'll use a wired brush here and just give the Windex a good 20-30 seconds to soak in, and let it do its thing there. Where is the apologize for it being so long, but this is for the guys that just got the new guns and don't know how to really clean them like they should.
No, I must hit the wrong button. I was just trying to activate the kickstart.
You really want to hit where the slide. There's a little part in here, little crevice in here. You really want to hit that too, because you know, if you keep that nice and clean, it will make the slide function a lot smoother as well. So you want to hit that up. See, they come in little strips here. So what I usually do is, you just put it down, then put the little Brillo pad right on top of it for grip. And what I was actually shooting was reloads, not my reloads, but one of my local ranges, San Leandro Rifle and Pistol Club, which is actually my favorite range. It's not the nicest of the two, but it's actually my favorite range, just because the people are nice there. You know, most of there's only been 1 or 2 times and that I've been there that I didn't get to try out somebody else's awesome gun. And it's always nice to go to your local range and shoot your own, and also try out some that you don't own and that you probably won't own for a while because you can't afford it. But it's nice to shoot it and, you know, have a nice conversation at the range as well. So that's usually what happens every time I go there. So I enjoy going there. But the problem with them is, besides the fact that they're located right next to a waste management plant and smells like shit 24/7, is the fact that you can only shoot soft point or hollow point ammunition on the 100-yard rifle range. So with my ARs and such, it makes it difficult when you can go to Walmart and buy some, or your local gun store or whatever, and find a good sale on PMC bronze for like $4 or like $6, $5 a box, and be able to shoot that, and you can't shoot it. So instead you have to spend like $13 on a box of 20, which sucks ass. So I go to Chabot range, which is actually quite a bit nicer because it's up in the Castro Valley Hills, and it's a heck of a lot nicer. It's a nice drive, nice scenery, and you could shoot whatever you want to. It's $1 more, but it's well worth the cost. There you go. It's the slide. It's pretty much clean. Um, so basically, once you get your gun clean, um, what I do is, well, cut off a piece of this that's fairly clean. Then you want to lube it. Lubing is not only good for cleaning or making sure it's well oiled and such. It's also great for making sure it doesn't rust, which is a big concern as well. Making sure it doesn't rust or preventing it from rusting. Um, so it's good to prevent it from rusting and making sure it just functions a lot smoother. Things function a lot smoother when they're lubed up. So so what I like to do is just hit the whole slide, um, get the insides of it, and then what I like to do is we'll get some lube here. Get some lube here, and we'll get them crevices that I was talking about where the slide actually rides on it. That's really important. Just making sure the slide functions properly and smooth as it can. Then we'll put this to the side here, and I let it dry for a little bit, and then I'll hit it with some air to get all the loose particles away. So then we want to move on to the barrel. Uh, so for the barrel, usually actually what I do is while I'm doing this, I forgot to actually do that. While I'm doing the slide, I'll usually let this soak in some Windex, but since I didn't do that, pretty much assed out here. So what you want to do is you want to douse it with some Windex. Make sure something's under it so you don't ruin everything. Get inside the barrel and get it all around there, and just let it sit there for a minute. Let it soak. While you're doing that, you want to find the correct brush for it, which I'm not even sure if I have. And I don't. Actually, this one's usable. One that's on there. You want to hit this up. I'm not used to. This is new. I'm not used to having a 9, so I thought it was a 40. So you want to hit it with the Brillo. Make sure you get all angles of it there. Make sure you get the feed ramp, because that's the part that you really want to keep clean, is the feed ramp. You just want to basically just get that dirt from grime and gunpowder and etc. sticking up in there. Kind of loosen it up there. The proper thing would actually be put this through, take it off, and then put it through so you don't keep getting dirt in and out. But my main function right now is basically just loosening up all that gunpowder and etc. in there. And remember when I told you guys I needed to get a new kit? I wasn't lying, because I'm all out of stuff here. This one should work. So once you loosen it up, we're at 1443. I'm sorry guys, I'm sure you guys have fast forwarded me quite a bit and or cussing me out, but it's okay. As long as you guys, we can keep it civil and call me an asshole. Like, The thing I always tell people that cuss me out, I actually have a guy that I've blocked like 2, 3 times because he keeps harassing me, talking about how I said this and how I said that when he cannot tell me when I said it. So I'd like to know. I'm open to admitting my mistakes, but you know, if I didn't make a mistake, guys, leave me alone. But I've been blocking this guy 1,000 dang times. I mean, this guy is freaking ridiculous. Like, I damn near feel sorry for him. Alright, so what I do is put it through one way and then I'll put it through the other way. So the dirt is on the opposite side. And if it's really dirty, you want to keep switching them out. If it's not, leave it alone. Um, so I'm trying to keep you guys as entertained as possible and tell you guys my stories here. But besides the guy being a total jerk, I keep blocking him, and what he keeps doing, because I'm really trying not to argue. You know, I really am argumentative. I really am. I like arguing. I really do. I find joy in arguing sometimes. I like a great debate. Um, but I mean, if I'm going to argue about something online where everybody can see it, I want it to be a valid point.
I would definitely right now just click off of you.
And make it a valid point. But since I can't do that, I just decided to leave it alone. So next, what you want to do is, you're done with the Windex. Basically, you got most of that dirt out there. You want to hit it with a little bit of lube. So you want to put a little dab on there, face down, run it through there. You want to do this a couple times. And you want to do it a couple times, and I'll leave that be for now because I'm getting up there in time. We're at 17 minutes. The spring, I mean, usually I'll drop that in some of this in a Tupperware box, but since I didn't do that for this video, um, I mean, all you basically have to do with the spring, because it really, unless it's like really dirty, you really wouldn't have a problem here. Basically, hit it with a little bit of Brillo. Um, you don't want it to rust or anything, so you put a little bit of lube on there, and then just make sure you get it all around. Wipe it off. All right. So then you're wiped off. So once you've done this and everything, make sure you clean off good. Make sure you get the outsides as well. Just put a little thin layer of lube on there, thin layer. Hit it with some duster. Get all them particles off, because I don't have an HD camera, so you can't really see it. But I have a bunch of little particles from the stuff I'm using. And then what I'll do is, for the inside, like I said, guys, this is just like a typical range. If you're out there in the desert and you really got dirt in there, like my Sigma video, where I dropped it in dirt, then you'd have to take all this stuff apart. But what I usually do is I'll just clean up all this stuff in here. I'll get like a little bit of Windex on there and just clean it up. Then throw some lube on this spring, on this trigger spring right here, and along the sides, especially these parts right here where the rail lines. Put some along the sides. Just hit a little lube in there, and you're pretty much good. But if you want to do a little better of a job, I punch this out, take this out, clean that up in there, clean those metal parts, clean this out, and especially the sides of here. It'll get a lot smoother for you. But I'm not going to do that because I don't see the point in doing it right now. It'd be a lot easier if I had the Windex bottle with me. Alright, so you want to dunk that piece in here in the Windex. And we want to just go along here. Want to clean this up. Get all the excess dirt we can. Get the mag well, just because you can say you did. That little spring in there. You basically get it all done like that. And If you guys really do need to see the video, I'm putting it back together because I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. If you guys want to see the video of getting it back together, check out my review. Um, and I'll show you, and it's there. But that's how you clean it. So, like I said, so don't flame me. Don't say that's not thorough clean. Like I said, I'm gonna finish it after this video, and I just did a half-ass job to show you guys. It's already at 20 minutes, 25. So I just didn't want to take too much of your guys' time, and I was blabbing quite a bit. So my next video I'll probably do right now because I gotta clean the AR. Probably do a half-ass video of me cleaning the AR, and but remember what I said, guys. This is a half-ass because I'm showing you guys. Don't half-ass clean your guns unless you've only shot like 50 or 100 rounds or whatever, and you don't really care. But if you are actually trying to clean your gun, don't do a half-ass job because just don't do it. My next video also after my AR, I'm thinking about showing you guys here. This part right here, the feed ramp. On any weapon I have, I always polish it. So I want to show you guys that as well. It just helps the reliability. My Sigma, that may be part of the reason why my Sigma is just freaking awesome. But thanks guys for watching my videos, and subscribe and click like or click dislike, however you feel. But I'm sorry about the blabbing. I'm sorry for taking too much of you guys' time. But come on, who wouldn't want to listen to me? But all right, guys. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.